I think the biggest challenges in aviation design is trying to reduce complexity and weight. Weight means aviation fuel at the moment. So everything as we do as designers is to try and reduce weight, but also reduce the complexity, because that means there's less maintenance issues, and also thinking about durability. But of course they have to be fantastic looking, and they have to be absolutely on brand for the airline. Yeah, designing for low-cost airlines, it's always a challenge. Obviously we work in the first class area and the business class area, and you have lots more scope. But when it comes to the economy seat, I think there are things we can do. I mean, maximising legroom, that's always, whenever I speak to someone, they always say, what about the legroom? So what we can do is make the seat as thin as possible at the critical points, which also reduces weight, which is good. But also, we've been looking at how people can, if there's a couple travelling together, how we can lift up, they can lift up the armrest and it becomes almost like a little continual seat. And then together they can move in a different position, because at the moment you're told to sit like this, and you stay there and you get uncomfortable. So if you could actually start to move around a bit, and that's possible, it's not actually taking any more space in the aircraft, it's not reducing passenger numbers. So it's looking at what you do at the sofa at home. You don't sit straight, you move around. So those sorts of things. Lighting is very important, air quality, and then also being able to use your laptop PDA throughout the journey, and perhaps having a little place to put it. All these things will actually start to help the journey. We work with so many airlines. I don't want to upset any of them, but I think some of the airlines which are up and coming, perhaps new to the market, are often the ones that are pushing hardest, because they need to make a big impact. Some of the bigger airlines that we work with, the big established airlines, have so many aircraft. It is very difficult and very costly to make a change throughout the fleet. So what we do find with some of the up and coming airlines, we do have a fresh sort of canvas that we can start with, so we can do more to the aircraft interior. But more and more it's to do with the whole experience. It's the website, it's the check-in or the non-check-in now that everyone does online, and it's the contact throughout the journey. So we call it the home to destination experience, and that's what airlines really need to think about. I think the future of design in aviation is fantastic. It's really exciting. There are new materials, new technologies that, as a designer, we were sort of itching to have a go at. So lightweight materials, fuel efficiency, how can we make air travel cleaner, how can we make it more acceptable to travel around the world, because people will continue to travel. And the other interesting thing is that we're working with trains, designing high-speed trains around, so Beijing to China, Beijing to Shanghai, for instance. We design those trains, and that is competing directly with low-cost airlines. So it's interesting to look at other industries and see how that's affecting this area.